Rina na na, Rina na na. Wait, let me turn that off. Hi, Arena! I am Catarina Nora Stella. My pronouns are she, her. And welcome to November. I didn't animate the whole thing. I didn't have time. Hello again. It's been a bit. I've been busy. How is it November already though? I know. I freaking know. Okay, so not everyone knows what's happening here. Let's address the elephant, or rather the penguin in the room. What have I been up to? What the heck has Catarina been doing? So for the birthday of you guys going trick-or-treating? It's November! For the birthday of Pippa Pebblesworth, I organised a fan cover of the song Symphony, which you may be familiar with as well, as Pippa called it, the dolphin song, the one that was doing the rounds on TikTok and whatnot for a bit. And that took a lot of my time. I'm just playing this without the audio. It's also linked in the pinned message. But yes, this is what I've been spending so much time on. This is what the secret project, which we've kept not talking about, was. And now I can finally talk about it. This was absolutely wild doing. So, quick rundown. I did like all of the drawings, all of these little penguins, the pipsters. You've missed so much. I mean, like this is stuff that nobody knew was happening unless they were involved in the project. So like you've not missed that much. And this was revealed and watched like in the past 2 days. That's what happened. Hi Arena, everyone coming in. So yes, I drew all of these penguins, these pipsters, and I also did the actual 3D animation in Unity, which was quite something. Using like my largely existing Unity knowledge, because I used to use it a lot. So that helped me with making like custom shaders, making things look good, like the drawings themselves, the like cardboard cutouts. That's like using custom shaders as well, getting all of these fish and seaweed, which was custom particles and whatnot. I freaking love this tunnel scene. This is like one of the most beautiful parts in the end, which was... It stunned me when it came out so well, because that was one of the last minute things to be done. It was wonderful. I'm glad. I'm really glad that it came out as well as it did. I keep saying it, but thank you everyone who participated in it. I don't think there's really anyone here right now watching who participated, which is perfectly fine. But like, I'm so glad that everyone went along with my idea. And yeah, happy that Pippa herself liked it as well. Yeah, it's been absolutely bonkers. But now it's done, and as I say, when you make art, unlike my previous occupation of programming, when you make art, you do it and it's done, and you don't have to maintain it anymore, and that makes me very happy. Like it's just there, it exists, and yeah, it's lovely. And now I can do other things. as much as like as much as I liked spending time on it and blah, 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 and I'm so happy with how it came out. It was also like the only thing I was doing, and that is largely on me for not spreading the workload. Good job, Catarina. Good job. You've you've proved everyone right. You've cocooned away and done it all, and then yeah, spent all your energy on that. But no, massively relieved that it's actually over. Nobody has to know about all the containment breaches of the fishes. Nobody has to know about the time that Dunce got lost at sea. Nobody has to know about biblically accurate Pipster. Nobody has to know about Titan Enrim. No one has to know about all the times I got distracted. No one has to know about biblically accurate music video. Part 1 and 2. It's always so funny. The fricking things that happen when you are doing this. When you're doing this in general, but also when you're making this in like a 3D environment and a game engine that wasn't necessarily made for this kind of thing. Hi, Arena Sturm. Thank you very much. Yeah, but like this especially is wild. Why do you choose to animate in Unity over Blender? Because I am much more familiar with Unity, and I find it much easier to do this kind of thing in Unity personally. It's just like a tool I am much more familiar with. So yeah, Blender, like I know how to do some stuff, and it is also how I do some of the. It's how I will make any of my props, like my little hat I made for Hat in Time and the party hat I had on my birthday. Like I can model in Blender and hang on, the door is ringing. I have to get that. It might be him. Arena Gamers. He's here. My Barry plushie just showed up. Hold on, let me check. I just logged everything. We good. We good. I got my plushie of Barry, Pippa's little mascot. He's so soft and round and lovely. Perfect timing. Now we're complete. Now we're complete. And let me just, for anyone who is unfamiliar with the Pippaverse, where do we have, let's drag this in here. It's the same little penguin that's on top of Picanja's head in the music video. And it's also exactly like that because they made the plush without the body. But it's so cute. Oh my god, yes. I also got my little sticker of Pippa, which I need to stick somewhere. I don't know where yet. He's so soft. That makes me very happy. Okay. You need a Pipsona. Oh my gosh, making these was quite fun, I must say. And what you were seeing here, by the way, just to because I didn't quite get to explain what this image you were seeing on my screen is. It was using Unity Timeline to animate all this, so there's like a lot of turning off on and off different versions of the sprites, the Pipster sprites. So that's why you can just see a bajillion of them here. It's because like this is what happens if you mess with the timeline. They just all appear at once. Yeah. Oh, and all of these red and grey little icons, these are where like all the cameras are positioned. So that's great fun. I can't remember who said it recently, but overly zoomed in faces will always be funny. And yes, I very much agree with that. I didn't necessarily know if I was going to talk a lot about this whole thing, but if anyone has questions about it, like you are absolutely welcome to ask questions. I'm sure it won't. This won't be the only thing I'll be discussing this episode, season, stream. Oh my god, my brain is malfunctioning. Barry, save me. I tuck him in the hood of my hoodie so he can stay close to me. This whole situation is a lot. I'm just losing my mind. I was posting a cover work. It deeply confuses me. You're gonna need to specify more. Barry gives lots of comfort. He does. Listen, I want actual Pippa plushie as well, which unfortunately won't be for a while because, as we heard yesterday, Global management prioritized Vidaki over the plushie, which is fully understandable. Yes, I like this. The berry is very soft and cute. How does posting a cover work? Ask more specific questions if you like, but if you're wondering about things like monetization and getting bonked and whatnot, Plush Pippa would be too powerful for this world, yes. So I specifically posted on a different channel, not just because of bonking stuff, but also because I thought it'd be nice for it to be on its own thing. And also, it was quite funny because when we were getting Pippa to go watch it, she was like, "Who is this channel? Who is this? They joined recently. Who is this?" Is like, nah, girl, that's just me. Plushie's more expensive to manufacture too, or I might hear it wrong in that assumption. I think basically, yeah, because when you do a Ducky Makura cover, it's ultimately just like the art and printing it, right? Like there's more minutia to all of that, but physically speaking, those are the main steps. And then with a plushie, you've got to design it. First of all, you've got to create concept art, and then you actually have to go through the creating of like probably better terminology for this, but like the sewing pattern and stuff, and then you have to go through all the prototyping and stuff, and then you have to say, okay, is this actually what we wanted? Did this sewing pattern actually turn into the thing we wanted it to turn into? Is this cool? How much does it cost to do it like this? Like there's so many extra steps when making a plushie by comparison. Yeah, there's a lot extra in that. With like this Barry plushie, I can understand this being, I'm turning around in my hands. You can't see it, unfortunately. But well, I'll probably post a photo later because I'll put it in the Happy Pip Day hashtag. But this like is much easier to make because it's basically just it's an ellipsoid. It's a big old ball that's pretty easy to make a sewing pattern for, and then just like the little arms and the bow tie, very easy to add on pretty much. So yeah, that's much lower stakes kind of thing, making a small round plushie like this. But yeah, I do want to try making a plushie myself. I've made plushies in the past. If you saw in my debut, I once made a replica of Tsukumo-sana's Sanlight plushie as a gift for my buddy Lala. That was... Making plushies is a lot of work, but it can be very rewarding. Yeah. So I have materials. I want to make a Pip plushie. And you may also get to see some of the process of me making that if and when I do that. Yes, sorry. I was asked about posting cover. Turn yourself into a marketable plushie. Maybe one day. The fourth wall, which I have for my merch store. By the way, but hang on, where is it? Add group. Add existing merch box. Buy my merch. Shop.catarina.co.uk. Yeah, fourth wall, which I have for my merch site, they actually offer plushie making services, but it's like you need to have a certain minimum number of orders. Because, as we said, like making a plushie is not a small endeavor. So it's like, okay, if I were to get popular, then yeah, absolutely, I sure. But yes, that's a bit of a ways off. Yeah. Posting a cover. Depending on what the music you're posting is, you can kind of just do it, but of course by default you will not be monetized on that video because it's like copyrighted content. And like YouTube, even when this was just an unlisted video, it was immediately bonked by YouTube because it detected immediately what the song was. So like, no, it was immediately flagged. You cannot monetize the video. Not like, I'm not gonna, because it's a cover using the original backing track, and it's like not our song, and it's a fan project, and but the thing I didn't expect was that it was also just like entirely blocked in Belarus and Russia. Just automatically. But yeah, this is why it can be very difficult to post covers potentially when it comes to, especially when it comes to corporate VTubers who will be absolutely 100% going down the straight and narrow only. Rush. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like, I get it. Copyright laws are a very particular thing. I don't know how they work in different countries. I don't know. I'm just glad that it wasn't blocked more widely. I was wondering how you don't get your whole channel taken down for just posting the cover. Well, this was on a different channel, for starters. But largely, from what I can tell, with things like copyright, unless it's the mouse or something like that, you're more likely just to have the stream or the video demonetized or taken down in particular, as opposed to a whole channel. I think that depends on like the intensity. Like if it was you just sharing the whole of like, and if you were just posting entire songs or something without license, or like not cover songs, just like the whole OG song or like a whole movie or something, yeah, I think that would probably get your channel taken down. Because that's like, in that case, it's just, let's be real, piracy. Yeah. If I had planned this project better, I would have probably commissioned a fresh backing track at least. But we were very short on time, and I was the one organizing it, which I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. How did this project start is something that I didn't cover. I can scroll back on Discord real quick. Bibadoo. I don't need streamer mode on Discord. Like, was it? I don't share my Discord screen because I'm not a fool. What was known as Secret Project S. Where did we write this down? It was the 12th of September 2024 when I proposed this idea to the Pipster community. But this really comes down to the night before, when I had... This is gonna sound silly. I had a nightmare where... This did not happen in real life, I should stress. I had a nightmare where Pippa had announced that she was leaving. This did not happen in real life. And it was extremely distressing to me. And that's the long and short of that. It was weird though, because it like, normally when you have, well, a lot of the time when you have nightmares, it's like the distressing thing happens and then you wake up. No, this was a nightmare where like the distressing thing happened and then it was just me living out my life waiting for the day. And then later that day, sometimes the dream stress lingers. Yeah, I mean, like, that was a wild one because it was quite vivid, and I had to convince myself that, like, that was not a real thing when I woke up. And later that day, like, I'd kind of gotten past the dream stress, but what happened was, this was a really weird, like, jumping trains of thought. What do you mean that totally happened? No, that did not happen, thank goodness. This was, like, really jumping trains of thought a lot. I was just listening to YouTube music, and suddenly, Symphony started playing. Not this Symphony, Symphony from Guilty Gear. Which I only know for that song because of the 8-bit drummer, another person who uses blue hearts as their kind of motif. But I found myself, oh yeah, this song, not the other Symphony. Wow, wouldn't it be funny if there was like a parody between those two songs? That exists, surely, right? And I looked it up and was like, wow, that doesn't exist. Why does that not exist? Someone should do a parody like that. Parodies. Symphony. Pippa's birthday is in 2 months. And I suggested the thing, and yeah, thankfully a bunch of people signed up, and we ended up in not what you see on screen right now, but what you can see in the pinned link. So yeah, that was wacky coming up with that. And then yeah, all of the ideas that ended up with us having a freaking aquarium, and this scene on the sea which looks very much like the Wind Waker Sea. My hiccups, oh no. Yeah. Oh my god, it does look like Wind Waker, yeah. Originally this was, I don't think, oh wait, no, I do. The end result of the sea looks more like Wind Waker. Let me see if I can find this work in progress screenshot. Because I don't think I shared this screenshot with anyone else. I think I just sent it to Lala because we were talking about stuff. Oh, it's further up than I thought. Where is it? Okay, it must be... Hold on. God, I should have just searched. I'm saying like all of the spoilers of other things and then not the one thing I'm looking for. All of the pre-release screenshots of 3D Lala. Nah. Oh, there's Pippa with a knife. When the fuck did I post this? How early was I making this thing, which I didn't end up using this bit? There's Rickroll. I thought, wow, every time I think I must surely be getting closer to it. No. Me and Lala talk a lot. Come on! Not that one. There it is. Bloody hell. Let me show you early browsing your memes folder. No, browsing me and Lala's chat. Here we go. Here's very early screenshot of what the sea was looking like. There's 25 about 100 points for YouTube recommended to me, and another 50 points for cool art. Thank you. This is very early sea scene, before the actual stage had been modeled, before This water looks more 3D. Yeah, originally I was going to go for a slightly more realism style. Minecraft, only if you have shaders, goodness. What are these cubes, you may wonder? These cubes were the prototype for dolphins. There were actually going to be animated dolphins. They did not make it to the final cut because I didn't have time to make them perfect. I actually modeled the dolphins as well. But unfortunately they didn't make it in because I couldn't get the behavior for them down in time. Much easier to make little fishies who wriggle around a bit. Yeah, let me go to DuckDuckGo scene real quick, and then I can kind of show them a bit more. So volume is off, thank goodness. If I full screen this, yeah, there we go, perfect. You can see in this scene the fishies moving around. These are a classic Unity particle system particle effect. And making that is a lot simpler than it looks. The fun part is like they're not actually the fishies are not exactly 3D, much like the Pipster sprites. They have what is called a normal map to make them have like the actual lighting situation that's going on here. Like back in this screenshot, you can see they are lit from directional lights, and they will kind of look more like they're supposed to be there as a result. What is a normal map? For those who do not know these kind of things. Since I have the folder here is Pickange's sprite, and then here is the normal map for his sprite, which I generated using a specialized program. A normal map defines like what is like the direction of different parts of the image facing. So the red is like the x-axis, the left and right. So when the red is brighter, it means like, oh, this face is pointing more to the right, relatively speaking. And that's how the game engine can then, the game engine or graphics engine, whatever you like, can then figure out like how to light things based on normal maps. Like the prototypes for fishies everywhere in the room. It is quite fun. I had another one, like there was actually a screenshot elsewhere where it looked really pretty. Let's see if I can find that real quick. This is good. It's just gonna be one of the unnamed screenshots in my downloads folder, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. This was a very early screenshot from the main aquarium scene, in which like all it is just like making sure the particle effect stays within certain boundaries. So like it's easy to fix, but it's like fun and potentially quite frilly when it happens. Yeah. And now my words are gone. It looks pretty, yeah. It's that kind of pretty surrealism thing. Also, another fun fact: water is a lie. Because of course, like as you can see here, the fish are just swimming around outside freely. Because like the water is a lie. There is no water. It is simply two cylinders. One to be the glass effect, and one to be the blue overlay just inside the glass. But yeah, that's what you do in these things. You are making, like, in computer graphics, everything is an illusion, and I think that is so fun. Like the sea as well, like it's all one big plane. It's subdivided so that it can have like some wavy movement. DuckDuckGo. Where we at? We can go to the pip love bit. you can kind of see the C mesh. How could you deceive? It's like this. The C mesh is bumping up and down as well as the texture going around. So it looks nice. But yeah, how could I deceive you? Like all computer graphics is deceiving you. We are looking at lights being flashed into our eyes many times a second, and we're hallucinating about the things that we see on these screens. That is computer graphics. But yeah, I find it fun, and just honestly, I accidentally click subtitles and it just says music, because of course. Does the subtitles pick anything up? Dancing on the 2 beats and your G hour in on. Wow, I should put up actual subtitles so it doesn't do whatever this is, huh? In some games, tables are actually shelves placed mostly under map. Yeah. Yep, that's absolutely a thing. Yeah, like, Let's get to the... Well, I guess you can't even really see it. But like scenes like this, all these rocks and whatnot, you can't even tell really, but you might be able to see that rock closest to us. I don't know why my cursor isn't showing. That rock closest to us there? Actually, I know why it's not showing. It's because I said don't show it. Capture cursor. This... Really? Still? Okay. This rock right here is Barry Rock. It's shaped like Barry's head. No one pointed it out. It's used a bunch of times too. It's up here as well. You would never see it because of all the depth of field, but it's somewhere in the back there as well. There's also there's only 3 different rock meshes, but only 3 different rock meshes and then 1 Barry, and then that's it. And then they're just rotated and positioned differently, and that makes it look natural. Which, yeah, is only 3 models, but it's about doing it in a smart way. But just a little Easter egg, yeah. But it's like when you have either technology limitations or you need to get things done quickly or on a budget, you're always looking for how you can... Whoop! Went into full screen. You're in on. We want to tell the truth. We just to be part of your We Are All Night and not let music. Go, hold, and not let go. Come on, what do you got for this? Subtitles. What do you got for this bit? Music. Music intensifies, exactly. Music. Now your cute voice is on, and we're dancing on to the 2 beats. And your G are in on, we want to tell you. We just love auto capture. 2, we hold us and not let go. Music. Well, YouTube captions, I'm glad you interpret us saying symphony as music. On the music. It's like when Netflix puts speak Spanish in the subtitles. Exactly. It's also just like, this is understandable because it's automatic subtitles, but when things actually put speaks insert language, it's like, come on, we're not here to see what language it is. We're here to see what language is it. Like, you can say, quote, you can say parentheses in Spanish, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's very easy to do that. Radio, we up all night and not let go. Oh my god, the fireworks. Love the fireworks. Music. Stop it. Go. Love you, papa. Love you, papa. What's papa, YouTube? What's papa? Pippa's like a real name. You know that, right? Real people have the name Pippa. You can't just say papa. Papa. Ridiculous. My goodness. The stairs in Spanish. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know the event's over at this point, but maybe I'll go and put up a little subtitles file at some point, just so that that's not. Well, I mean, heck, I've been hearing Papa Pibblesworth. Oh, symphonies before I heard was silence. Wow, it knows how to pick up a deep British voice, let's say. Silence it up for you and me, and every melody is timeless. Nice. Life was stringing me along, and you came and you cut me little. You cut me little. Uh-oh. What's singing on my own? Now I can't find the key without you. Well, that's a simple one. Now your song is on repeat. Na 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 na. Okay, I'm getting distracted by all this. I mean, can you blame me? Yes, also, fireworks. The fireworks. I'm so happy the fireworks. Fighting the urge to sing, yeah. Oh gosh, I mean, like this song's been in my head so much just because I've been working on this project so much, right? In part because I ended up doing the mixing. I was originally going to contact a mixer who I know personally and who I trust to do a good job. They ended up being quite busy for personal reasons. So I took up the helm of this. No badness or anything to them. Honestly, it's cool. So I took on mixing, which is something I've never done, and did my very much amateur job of it. Which was quite something because I was realizing how much there is to do in that. There are 19 vocalists in here, and nobody does it perfectly. That's perfectly fine. None of us are professionals. Perfectly normal. Not blaming anyone. But what that means is there's a lot of work to do in cutting audio files apart and then repositioning different parts and making everyone be in sync with each other as much as possible. And also in a small few cases, stretching the audio so that the timing is right. Because if someone sings a little slowly or a little quickly or a little out of time with the lyrics, it is a lot of chopping and shaping. But I think for the scope of this project, I think it worked out well enough, you know? But yeah, as a result, I've been listening to this song so much. Because I'd just be listening to different parts over and over just to keep things timed. And then actually when making the music video as well, getting the video and the audio timed up correctly. Continuously just hearing, as I was starting and stopping the audio, whenever it said symphony, I was just hearing simp over and over and over. Yeah. Oh my god. Honestly, so fun and so happy this came out so well. Yeah. Okay. I feel I've been speaking about this for almost an hour. I feel I should move on to talking about other things, unless people have questions, which you are free to ask questions. I can jump back into it anytime. Papa Symphony. Whoa, why am I getting so many Twitter interactions? What's happening? Who is responding to my tweets at a time like this? No, don't give me that YouTube checkpoint. Okay. Are you feeling world? Witch? What do you mean witch? Why am I a witch? I'll open Twitter on my phone so I can see what's going on easier. To explain what I was talking about just then, in my browser, I have a extension to stop myself going into social media sites too often. So, if I run out of time, it will go just to a full screen version of one of those YouTube checkpoint videos with a bunch of video game characters sitting around a campfire with nice music. It's very calming, but also at a time like this, I actually need to access the thing so I know what's happening. Alright, mobile phone also has timers, but what's happening? Oh, that's So someone hit like on going live, that's perfectly fine. You did a really good job on everything. Thank you, Stern. Thank you very much. Honestly, I'm just so glad that it turned out as well as it did. Yeah. It was really down to the wire though. I was doing all I could to make sure it was done by not even the end of Saturday. Because Saturday evening, I had a belated Halloween party to go to. And I did actually manage to get it done on time, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, I sent it off to, through means I will not explain, because it's a bit of a, we don't want people going up to people randomly. I got in contact with part of Glavy management, and they were happy to help me get that along to Pippa. They were happy to pre-check it and all that stuff. So yeah, she was then able to watch it on the countdown to her birthday stream just after midnight. But yeah, I'm just so happy that everyone likes how it came out. Happy that Pippa liked it. Happy that everyone else liked it as well. Yeah. Quite a freaking project. But now, this project has ended. It's ended, but also, not just ended, it's complete. You can freely go and watch it. It is pinned up in top. I've also added it to my collabs playlist on my channel because, it is a collab. I was really happy and a bit of a crying mess afterwards, yeah. Mission complete. The tears are delicious. Remember to hydrate, by the way. But yes, this project is complete, and it is now November. So, whole music video fiasco aside, what's happening? What have I been doing? What am I gonna do? Okay, so, I want to talk about A Hat in Time. Because people really love the A Hat in Time streams. But also, now we are just into Death Wish. And there's a lot of Death Wish, and Death Wish is hard. Let's be real, Death Wish is hard. And I feel like that's not the best stream content to have constantly. Not just as content, but also I don't want to do that constantly, personally. I'm cool to go back to it every now and then. It'll probably slot into like my Monday variety slots sometimes, not always, but just now and then. When I feel like challenging myself. But yes, for now, Hat in Time, a little bit of a vacation from that. And what's coming up immediately next is, very soon, Mario and Luigi Brotherhood is releasing, and I want to play that. So that is what's happening on Friday. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know if much of you are familiar with Mario and Luigi series, but I enjoyed it so much in my childhood. Crazy it's already releasing. I know. I assume that's like, that was a very much under... What's a Mario and Luigi? Mario and Luigi is a RPG series where you play as Mario and Luigi as a duo, and it's very fun. It started back on the GBA game. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, like I don't know who's not going to be familiar with it. Like, not everyone's a Nintendo gamer. Started back in the GBA era. Know about the Mario and Luigi games and have watched a little bit of them, but never played them. They're very good. Yeah, fresh ones coming out. I don't really know what it's going to be like, honestly, but it looks really cool. And I very much like that they're leaning into the visual style of like the promotional art and whatnot of early Mario and Luigi, like Superstar Saga kind of stuff. It looks very nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that. I might also play like Superstar Saga itself at some point in future, because I think that's one I never really finished myself, and I believe it's on Nintendo Switch Online. I won't do that at the same time as playing the new one, of course. I'll be focusing on this one as like my current series game. So yes, Mario and Luigi soon. Can I like, hang on. Warudo, where you at? I need you, Warudo. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Mario and Luigi soon! Mario and Luigi soon! I've got my hat all ready. Superstar Saga is the one you grew up with? Yeah. Ugh. But I didn't personally finish playing it because it's like, that was the one, like, someone I knew had it, but I didn't personally play that one fully. The one I played the most of, I think, was Partners in Time, which was also very good. But words are not working in my brain. So that's coming up very soon, and that's going to be Mario Maker's the only Mario game played avidly. Honestly, understandable. Mario Maker, like, when everyone was... I don't know what the scene looks like now, because obviously there's no more updates going on. OG Mario Maker is, of course, gone at this point. Or at least, like, in some kind of stasis mode. And I'm not sure what current Mario Maker scene looks like. But yeah, Mario Maker was a good, fun one. I actually watched a lot of Rubber Ross, or... Well, yeah, he mostly goes by Rubber Ross at this point. You've joined him looking respectfully. Excellent. I watched a little Rubber Ross when he was doing his Mario Maker World, and that was very good fun. I have not completed his Mario Maker World. His levels are crazy. Maybe I'll play that at some point. Huh. That's an idea I didn't think of. Partners in Time was the only other Mario and Luigi? Yeah. Fair enough, pretty much. Watching Doug play his Mario Maker World. Yeah, I do hear about Merrymaker from time to time. I can't remember if I made levels or anything. When I was doing like making in Merrymaker, I was less into making super hard challenges and more just trying to make pleasing levels, which were actually like levels, if that makes sense. Like they could actually be in a game kind of thing. For those who aren't familiar, I used to be very big into the idea of game development personally, which is why I have all the Unity skills I've been using for the cover music video. But I've since kind of moved on from that for the most part. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this would be such a fun idea to make. But I think if I were ever to make games, it'd probably be much smaller things. A lot of the problem I had back in the past was I was like overly trying to make really massive ideas, which I could not do on my own, let's be real, or not do easily. Like it would take a long time to make that kind of thing. But since then, I've much more gotten into art. Tried Unreal and my head and laptop exploded. Yeah, honestly, Unreal, I've tried it as well, and it's not easy to get to grips with. I think part of the problem I had with it is like it very much wants to be an all-in-one system, and because well, it's not just that there's so much going on in it, it's that I think, or at least the version I tried, the UI/UX design in the interface was like all over the place, kind of like there was a lot going on, and that's not a good layout or situation for newbies trying to learn to do this kind of thing. Like I find Blender easier to use than Unreal, and that's kind of wild. Which Blender itself has its own problems. Just Unreal, it's more difficult to learn is the thing. And then there's Unity, which like I've had specific, I've done courses on Unity, there's so many tutorials out there, and also the interface hasn't changed too dramatically, which makes it easy to keep understanding what's happening in it. And yeah, I think Unity is very much easier for beginners to get to grips with, and you can use the parts of it you need to use rather than just having to look through, okay, Unreal is showing me every possible thing, and also I probably need to use every possible thing. But yeah, Unity, you can just slap a little thing in and it's there, and you can slap a script on and it's there. It's much easier to drag and drop things and put things together, I feel. Tried making a few cute little levels, but can't get into all the crazy creative stuff Merrymaker is known for. Just make levels, yeah. Merrymaker, like, there's some people who make the simpler stuff, and then there's some people who make wildly complex stuff. Which is very cool, but it's like, you gotta be dedicated to it, I would say. I'm not going to say anything like it being a waste of time or anything like that, because I do not agree with that kind of viewpoint on it. Like, it's a form of art, I personally think, and it's very cool what people create in that sometimes. Yeah, it's just not the kind of thing that I personally would be wanting to spend so much time on. But yeah, that's like, different people spend their time on different kinds of things. It's like, not everyone wants to be an artist, and that's perfectly fine. I like being an artist. Speaking of art, I have illustrations that I am actually going to be able to finish because I'm no longer working on a music video. So yes, I will be drawing more very soon. And there might also be like more art streams again, but probably more chill. there may also be more. I'm not gonna promise these, but there might be guerrilla art streams every now and then. Just like if I decide that like I kind of want to talk to people and stream this while I'm drawing, or just hang out. But that'll heavily depend on what it is I'm drawing at the moment, how confident I feel in drawing in front of an audience and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see. Get my plate ready to devour your art. But yes, the most recent art has been the most recent thing I've created is of course not like a highly detailed illustration or anything like that. It was a little thing for wow, that's big, you can't even see it. Hold on. Na 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 na. You can't even see me resizing this off screen. Na 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 na. It was of course a little doodle for for Pippa's birthday. I love this. Isn't this just do you not feel the Pippa energy? Yeah, this is on Twitter and Blue Sky now. I love this one. I love how that came out. Oh, it's also on my channel as well because of the little time lapse. That's the word. Yes, you can sit down here. But yes, art soon. Art streams soon. Other thing I want to do soon? I want to open commissions. It's Piptastic. Thank you. Other thing I want to do soon is open commissions. Soon. What do I need to do for that? I need to set up a business PayPal account. And then basically set up the rest of my VGen profile. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel a little better about doing commissions now, which I know I haven't been doing. I see eyes in chat. I know it's not much that I was doing, but for the fan cover is obviously drawing all of these little pipsters for lots of different people. So I've kind of gotten not a real feel because this was not a paid thing. I was making these for free because it was a fan event. And like everyone who was getting involved, like who was being a vocalist, like they were giving to the project. So like, of course, I'm going to do like a little doodle, like that's perfectly fine. Like I offered to do that from the first part, so I'm fine with doing that bit. But it was like, that was my first time doing drawings for people, if that makes sense. Like I was doing stuff to their request. A lot of them were like, yeah, it's fine. You just make it however you like. I don't mind. But it's that kind of thing, you know, like getting a little bit used to contacting people who I don't really know in my DMs, and also doing that back and forth of what people like and don't like in a drawing, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the commission process is not something I've really done before. Except that one time I made a VTuber for someone. I am technically a VTuber mama. Maybe they'll show themselves at some point, I don't know. Mamalina. That's funny. I'm glad people have kind of leaned into the blank hyphen Rena thing. That I find that very funny. Blah, 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 blah. But I should specify, I've not made like a live 2D VTuber, and I probably will not do that kind of thing because that's a lot. That's a lot. No, previously I made a VRoid model for someone. And they don't really, it was just a base design. I don't know what you mean. A VRoid model, much like my own, it was 3D and made in VTube Studio, but I was also doing the textures myself in my good old friend Inkscape, because before I learned to draw with a pen on a tablet, I would be making the textures for VRoid models in Inkscape using vector drawings, which is actually like surprisingly effective and cool. I like doing that. And some of the textures on this model as well are still from my old model when I used Inkscape. Excuse me. Bum 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 bum. Brain thinking words. So yes. Commissions. They will happen. They will definitely happen. Not just saying it this time. Also, since like I've been doing little projects and more little doodles, that's also helping to just fill out my minimum mandatory number of portfolio pieces that I have to have on VGen in order to open commissions. So yes, it's kind of just like I need to go through the processes with that, and then soon, yes, I will actually open commissions. That will happen. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. Doing art of VRoid commissions. I'm not going to do VRoid commissions. At least not currently. Whether I do it like eventually, I'm not sure. Currently, I will be doing art illustration work. Whether that be little doodles like this. Like, this is nice as well because I've been drawing these silly little things. I've been getting more used to drawing more chibi style stuff as well, which I'd also like to do more of. So that will also be, I'll probably have like a commission for detailed illustrations, like you can see in the background and on my channel and on my socials. Follow me. And then also more things like chibi, cartoony. Oh well, cartoony is probably not the right way of putting it, but like chibi, little doodle style kind of things, which I'm glad like a piece like this came out so cute. And chibis are hard. Chibis can definitely be hard. Let me let's get some oh, excellent. We got some great content here. Let's get some retro Catarina drawing content here. Hell yeah. We have Gremlin Lala. This is like the first thing you could remotely consider a chibi. And obviously, like, I just made it completely silly because, like, I didn't know what I was doing. And then the second one I made was soon after that. Oh, it's much higher resolution. Let me shrink that down. Hydrate. Oh my god, this is very high resolution. What in the heck was it doing? Ta-da! A little bit of V2 Catarina going on there as well. So yeah, that's like the more early Catarina chibi work. Smuggerina indeed. But the mistake I made in that Smuggerina back then is like, this is before I had more figured out what the correct line weights looked like, how to do better hair and stuff like that, because when it comes to making something like that as an emote, you have to be very careful if you want your emotes to be legible, because emotes go small. They're small things. So like when this gets shrunk down, you can't tell what's going on there really, right? But then meanwhile with my little Pippa, yeah, I'm shrinking it down a lot here, but you can still kind of see what's going on when you shrink it down. Honestly, this one wouldn't fully work for an emote, and I wasn't trying to make it an emote. This one I did. This one I was trying to make an emote, it's the thing. But yeah, improvement, thank you. Thank you, it's been a long time since then. When was this? When did I make... What date was Gremlin Lala? I can look in the file properties. That was in April 2022? And then I imagine Smuggerina was right after that, yeah. Right around the same time. And then this Pippa in 2024. That was like when I was just starting to learn drawing. I'm looking through to see like what can... Oh, not many people have seen this one. This is the first thing I drew with my tablet. Kirby with a knife. We love it. Yeah. And then, what is my most recent, like, illustration? Excuse me. Oh. No, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get more water. I should not be. Hi, Irina Coco. Sorry, I'm not leaving because of you. I'm leaving because I need water. I'll be right back. Oh, stay hydrated, chat. You don't want to end up like me, coughing and spluttering everywhere. Gloomy days are nice. I get you. I get you very much. Oh. Oh, I got sniffles as well? No. Not the sniffles. Don't like that. I sneak into my little pot of Haribos. Mmm. Oh my god. Haribo soda twists. Not sponsored. So good. I'd never seen or tried them before. But Halloween night, they were the last thing available because everyone had bought everything else. These are amazing. Why were these the last thing available? They're so good. Getting dark so early these days, the one thing I don't like about late autumn and winter. Yeah. Absolutely agree. Yeah. It's so tough because like it getting dark early is tough, especially like if you're like me and you're streaming from 2 p.m. when your stream ends, it's gonna be dark. That's it makes it a little difficult to figure out like when I want to go outside and stuff like that. Excuse me. I don't know if it's just dehydrated. I'm finding my mouth getting very dry very easily. It might be also just because I'm not used to talking at length at the moment. Favorite season, like the dark. There's the demon in me talking now. Thematically, I'm cool with the night. But also being outside at night is like less safe, let's say that. Yeah, I think if anything, like there's like no perfect season for me. Winter's super cold, summer's super hot. Autumn is a decent kind of temperature and whatnot, but also it gets dark really early. And then spring I get hay fever. Dark is comforting, so is winter. The dark can be comforting, yes. I do agree with that. I've spent a lot of time the past day or two just kind of being like, the project is complete now. Yippee! Yeah. And now I have my little berry as well. That's like, that's the best reward. Fall in all states I've lived in is just summer, but again, understandable, honestly. Spring is perfect season for me, but also who don't have to fight allergies. Yeah. If you don't have allergies, like that's the one thing. Like, allergies aside, I really love spring. So you're an artist? Yes, I am an artist, indeed. So what I'm mostly showing you here is my older works, and then this little paper I did for her birthday. I finished that yesterday. That is more of a simple thing. And then let's find the Unaka, shall we? a small one, not the full size. This is still quite a big one, but why am I not just like right-clicking and do fit to screen? There we go. Look at her. She's so cute. So yes, I'm also doing bigger, more detailed illustrations. And then Lil Wife, yes. I want true love. We get the let's get the one up as well. And we got, let's do fit to screen again. Oh, it's Control F, I'll need to remember that. There we go. There's a more detailed Pippa in Dark Magician Girl's outfit. Yeah. Those both are from like earlier this year though. Because same here. What are your main influences that drive your art and its style? Really like to know. Good question. Let me grab you a Twitter link or something. Because I can tell you a specific artist who really inspires me. And I wouldn't say I'm like accurate to the style or anything, but ooh, where would your links be? Yeah. Links are not allowed in chat just in general, so unfortunately no. Dark Magician Girl mentioned. Partial to drawing, character floats in white void myself. Yeah, absolutely. And like you can also make that very pretty. But yes, I would say that oh, your influence! Yes, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I would not say that I am accurate to this, but one of the artists I really like is Raife. I don't fully know how to pronounce her name. But yes, really love her art. I'm often looking at her stuff for kind of inspiration. And one moment. There's a lot, honestly. A lot of artists I really like. Let me find you. Go to where, sure. And another cool one who is less like style inspiration, but like been learning a lot from some of his YouTube videos. The One You Lost. He does like a lot of Art of Hololive and like popular characters and like really freaking cool art. But like, yeah, on YouTube he has some of his videos, he's kind of like teaching how to do certain things, like effects and whatnot, which kind of especially helped with these two that you can see on screen right now. Less in the like drawing itself, but more in the post-processing side of that. Yeah, Dark Magician and Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick, my main. Oh, it's a deck style. I'm not like so familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh deck building. I've got to be honest. Like, call me a boomer, or I'm not a boomer. I'll tell you that much. No, I guess you'd say I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer or something. I really liked OG Yu-Gi-Oh and Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and then a lot of it became very, very, very complicated, and now it's very difficult to get back into the game. But I always liked the video games of Yu-Gi-Oh because those were like like the single player video games of Yu-Gi-Oh, those were very fun. I find this might sound weird, but I find single player card video games to be very enjoyable, like Inscription as well, which I played recently. The VOD is up on my YouTube. I find those very enjoyable because they are a designed experience. Whereas like this is not limited to card games, but a lot of competitive games, they get very meta focused, and that's not something I'm so about, if that makes sense. I watched the original anime, so I'm 20 years behind the game. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about Yu-Gi-Oh in particular as well, is that there's is originally from a manga, and then that turns into an anime, and then the anime is the inspiration of the card game. So yeah, that's quite the development process of Yu-Gi-Oh. But I don't know about current Yu-Gi-Oh all that much, but the OG card game, largely I felt it was it's relatively well balanced. I felt like it's actually a really good game. But yeah, just these days there's so much going on with it, and I don't know where to begin a lot of the time. I did play the Rush Duel game on Nintendo Switch though. I quite liked the gameplay of Rush Duel, though of course that's a lot simpler, and also I didn't like the story and a lot of other parts of it. But also in terms of the card game, that was well made. Link summons? Yeah. What is it we've got now? We've got link summons, we've got synchro summons, we've got pendulum effects. There's entirely different effects that happen depending on the positioning of cards or whatever the heck. It's there's way too much to think about. And yeah, I was much more into y'all old. We're not that old. Well, I don't know about anyone else. I'm not that old, personally. Not gonna reveal my age, but I'm not as old as I might sound to someone younger than me. It's just little generational gaps. What am I missing? Coco, main inspiration is Kill la Kill. Awesome. I've been in love with since I was 13 years old. I'm 24 now, in case that's important. That's me reading Coco's age. That's not my age. All studio triggers, inspiration. Awesome. God, it's been so long since I watched Kill la Kill. One Lost Nose guy, yeah. No, either just play the card that's of the same set plus meta cards. Gotcha. Seem I start like to think I do resemble their style. All well with my own touches. Nice. Oh, I guess another thing that my art is probably inspired by. Well, two things at this point. Styles like Hyperdimension Neptunia, and in general, I guess, the Idea Factory, Compile Heart kind of stuff is a bit of an inspiration to me. That was also especially when I was trying to make, not that I can show you, it's fine. I just don't have a Stream Deck toggle for it. My old model V2 Catarina. Back then I was the hair's not as good because doing hair in VRoid Studio kind of thing, at least for me, when I did not know how to draw and still do not know how to draw hair textures, was kind of looking to stuff like Hyperdimension Neptunia for inspiration when I was doing shading and stuff like that. Yeah. Where are we? This one. Oh, my glasses are back. So yeah, Hyperdimension Neptunia stuff, and what was the other one I was saying? Oh, of course, and more recently, stuff like Fire Emblem. Yes. Which, I mean, obviously. Boom. Catch up on chat. We watched the original anime about Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes. Played some game adaptations, I assume, of Yu-Gi-Oh! The biggest mechanic was tribute, but now you have 10 more types of summon, allowing you to rush enemy in one time without them getting in the face. Yeah, I liked kind of like the kind of distribution of different mechanics you had in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the main thing was just tribute summons, and you didn't know when people were going to pull that off as well, is the thing. Because yeah, you have tributes that you have to make, but also the tributes themselves are actually monsters. It's not like Inscription where squirrels are just like largely useless creatures. It's you have other monsters which you are going to play while building up a thing, and also those other monsters kind of have to be good. And at the same time, you don't know what's coming next. It could be a regular tribute summon coming next, or it could be something like a combination with spell cards where you are equipping or playing field cards. There could be trap cards wild up. There could be a ritual summon coming up. There could be a epic fusion coming up. Now there's like, as far as I can tell, so much more focus on the new mechanics rather than there being a balanced distribution of different mechanics. It's more like you just go for whatever is the fastest way to the win, which I find much less fun. Excuse me, hydrate. Rewatch Kill la Kill. I should probably rewatch that at some point. I'm not sure where's the best place to watch it, because I know probably like a decade ago now, when I first watched it, it was on Netflix. I don't know if that's still the case though. Biggest inspiration is YouTuber. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me search this person up real quick. Na 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 na. Whoop. Oh my god, that's an adorable style. That is very cute. She says, what made those really stand out for you? Oh, the art inspirations? I'm not sure, honestly. It's like something like Hyperdimension Neptunia. I've not played so much of it, I don't think. And honestly, what got me into that series wasn't Neptunia itself necessarily, it was Fairy Fencer F. Which I enjoyed so much. I'm gonna be honest, not so much of a fan of the remake. Fairy Fencer mentioned I actually really like the original Fairy Fencer over the remake, largely. Though, of course, the remake has extra story paths, which I still haven't got through. But yes, Fairy Fencer, so good, so pretty. yeah, I would say less Neptunia and more Fairy Fencer was like the thing that I really fell in love with back then. Which is wild because it's just one game. Other than the remake, obviously. But yeah. But no, I really enjoyed it. Last Yu-Gi-Oh thing I've watched was 5Ds and played some of the GBA DS games. Games were quite fun. Yeah, I was really into the GBA and DS games back in the day. If I ever, this is like an expensive investment I would have to make, but if I were to ever eventually get like a GameCube with a Game Boy player, I would absolutely be trying to find the old Yu-Gi-Oh! GBA games and be playing those on stream. Like, I really enjoyed those. Also, 3D artist. 3D artist is kind of like a loose term when it comes to me, because I'll make occasionally little things like this, and this, and this. But it's more little things with me, and I don't do it often. It's like I use that skill sometimes. And like, important to note, my model, I did the textures. I did not do most of like the 3D work. A lot of this is just VRoid Studio itself. Excuse me. And then just like, it's a matter of drawing the hair strands, and yeah, stuff like that. I made a thought about learning 3D art, but so wrapped up in animations, have projects need to get finished fast. Yeah, I don't do a lot of 3D stuff. I know how to do a certain amount of 3D stuff, but I would not say that I'm proficient. I can do like I was saying, I've got my little hats. I can do those quick enough because they are pretty simple. I know how to make these simple things pretty quickly. And like, especially this is something I've not really talked about with it. I'm using a technique called gradient mapping for like the texturing of this little hat here, and same with the party hat and with the plumber hat. What that means is the texture on it is not like, it's not like you see normally where it's like the whole shape unwrapped. It's just a gradient from top to bottom. There is a purple gradient and a yellow gold gradient here. And what I do is I'll first like map the model so it's like top to bottom, so like the highest point is lighter and the lowest point is darker, and then move the vertices around so that certain points are lighter and darker. Like, you might be able to see the right at the edge of the yellow band there, it's a little darker on the purple because I pulled the vertices down. That is a technique I learned through tutorials by Minions Art. Let me promote another arty person. There we go. Learned that technique from that person. Very cool. Hello, hat, can you disappear? There we go. So that's like, I would not say that I'm proficient in 3D art in general. It's more I know how to put together little things quickly. Last new Yu-Gi-Oh mechanic I kind of like was the one where you can stack two monsters on top of each other to instantly summon the cool strong monster. I'm not familiar with that too much. That's the XYZ stuff, right? Because like obviously there was prior to that, there was the XYZ Dragon Tank Cannon fusion or whatever that was, which I guess like might partially be the part of the what's the word? Inspiration for that maybe. But then there was also like a more prominent XYZ mechanic, I think, but I don't know too much about it. Sorry, not really talking about. No, you're cool. Like we're very much going back and forth between different conversations because like I'm slowly reading between this thing and it's perfectly fine. Have art brain? Yeah. Oh, you know nothing about it? Yeah, that's perfectly understandable. Not everyone was into Yu-Gi-Oh, let's be real. No, it was a big thing for me, but like, I didn't know many people who played Yu-Gi-Oh, is the thing. I actually have a lot of cards still, but I didn't play it physically too much, because like, I knew like 2 people who played it. Yeah. Should rewatch Kill la Kill. It's the end. I might rewatch it at some point. I need to find a way to watch it. I'll be watching it legitimately, though. That's the thing. Oh, that was a big scroll. Metamorphosize your heart and unleash the hell inside. That was the first time that the Fair Ice mechanic in Fairy Fencer happened. Like, it was so freaking hype. And honestly, again, better in the original than in the remake. The remake with its fucking starting dungeon, bloody hell. If I recommend you Fairy Fencer, play Fairy Fencer F, not Dark Force. Play the original. It's so good. It does not have the branching story paths, but personally, I think it is so much better. I mean, not branching story paths other than like the little endings, which are like a tiny little relationship interaction thing, which it's very small thing. Played remake, sorry, but I still enjoyed it. And only played the original path. Absolutely fair. Like, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for enjoying it. It's my personal opinion. I largely enjoyed the original. It might partially be because, like, when I went to play the remake, I think I was on a crappier computer at the start, so like it was very laggy. And the remake does not, from what I remember, it does not have good like graphics settings. Like you can't change the graphic settings too much because the remake is intended to be much more visual. Is intended to be much more visually beautiful. There's a lot of post-processing, but you can't change it too much, I don't think. So if you don't have a strong computer, it's just not gonna run well. And I mean, meanwhile, there's also a Nintendo Switch version. Thank you for blessing me. And also GBA Yu-Gi-Oh! Came with a restaurant card. Yeah. Those are fun little things. Skullgirls, Guilty Gear, Don't Starve Together. Oh. Don't Starve Together. I haven't played Don't Starve in general. Listen, in the first place, I'm just not as into survival games, I think. But Don't Starve Together just kind of got me a lot because there was a lot of times with friends where we just didn't know what to do, and there was just people dying and not knowing how to revive and stuff like that. I assume like it was kind of designed for people who had played the original Don't Starve and knew how to play. And then meanwhile, Don't Starve Together, if you don't know how to play, you don't know how to play. kind of like Minecraft. I have a very mixed relationship with Minecraft, but I won't get too much into that. Ooh, hiccups, hiccups, hiccups. Guilty Gear, like, I don't know that much about that game. It's like, I hear the music all the time and largely love it. YouTube music gives me that a lot. But yeah, I don't know much about the game itself. It's a fighting game, right? Which is something I'm not... It's not that I necessarily dislike it, it's just something I've not played a lot of in general. See, you will like it though. I don't know Skullgirls at all. I've heard the name, but I don't know the, like, what the game is at all. No. It's also playing on crappy old laptop. Oh, what was that? I love because everything is hand animated. There's effective 3D assist. Haha. Yes, I can understand being a geek for the art and animation and stuff like that. Minecraft catching strays, just a little bit. No, I don't play Minecraft regularly, and it's something like I might consider doing in future if like I were to be on like a VTuber group server or something like that. I'm not asking for invites or anything like that. Don't. No, if something like that were to happen and it was like a thing where I can hang out with a bunch of cool people on stream or something like that, that's kind of more fun to me. But it's not something I play casually a lot. Oxygen not included. Gosh, I keep forgetting Oxygen not included exists. Not something I've ever played, but of course, frickin' Markiplier was doing all the Oxygen not included content back in the day, so I kind of saw a bunch of that. Okay, I finally caught up on comments. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Art, I guess. Yes, these have been in here the whole time. Yes, art. Art. Soon I will be making more art. That makes me happy. And saying that makes me want to end stream so I can go draw art. I have like an illustration coming up. But hang on, be right back again because I need water. God damn it. Much better. Quick chat, more comments so we can spend more time interacting with Catarina. Currently ending first speed paint vid. Ooh, that's cool. So far I haven't done too much in terms of like speed paint stuff. I've done, you can see on my channel, I have shorts. But it's been me using Clip Studio Paint's time-lapse feature, which is so good and convenient. And then mashing it together in Clipchamp because I don't have other software. I mean, I have Blender and I have, well, Unity is not exactly much of a video editor. I have Blender, which is also technically a video editor. But Clipchamp is just like, it's free and it's very easy to shove it together. I have an art share stream sometime, yeah. Honestly, it's been quite fun. Like, I wasn't originally intending to do it, but it's been quite fun showing art and talking about it. Obviously, I need to make more art in order to do that at other points. An idea when friends give me prompts to draw on stream. You know what? I actually did that last month. Hang on. CSP isn't, Clip Studio Paint isn't open, so you just see this in the background. That's what happens if Clip Studio Paint isn't available. Oh, I don't have it. No, I don't have it up and running. Never mind. Last month at some point, I did one stream where I made a randomizer. And it would be... I'll open DuckDuckGo. I'll open the video in DuckDuckGo. Let's do Catarina reacts to her own content. Let me find the link real quick. Na. Oh hey look, shop.catarina.co.uk. This is where you can find my birthday merch, including the Cozy Arena mug and the Cozy Arena hoodie. Available for worldwide shipping. Okay. Oh, hey look, turn on Duck Player, gimme. Immediately it just jumps to this. This was the randomizer, which I intentionally made look like a frickin' slot machine. And I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but when come on, there we go. When I click, it would start. It would pick a character or something like that, like a subject to draw, and then what's the quirk of this drawing, and then also a time limit. This was all like speed drawing kind of thing. So we had things like Link with a gun, Crazy Ollie with a knife, Lala with a gun, because these kept happening. What was the Mario one? Mario, no sketch. Pikachu, painting early. Painting only. We had Yoshi in Among Us. Like, absolutely bonkers kind of thing. Yeah, I like changed midstream during that because like I figured out that it was very fun. But what I learned during stream, and like I reprogrammed it midstream, was that I had time limits I was doing were kind of like randomized. I really wanted to see people with guns. Yeah, the time limits I had set up were like way too short. I think if we go to the end, we can see all the results at once. It's a bit zoomed out. Let's scan real quick. We can see Link with a gun. We got Lala with a gun. We got... Wait, where's... Crazy Ollie with a knife, which I absolutely went Smalley style because, I had no time. No, what was that one? Was it like a 1 minute drawing or something? Oh yeah, I forgot to change. 60 seconds, you can barely see back there. I forgot to change scene so no one even saw the process. And then we had the Mario no sketch, so that was just like a very quick Mario. But this was around the time where I realized, oh, if I have the time limit be so short, I'm not really drawing anything all that good. So I went for longer ones, and then we had the painting only Pikachu, which was very simple. And yeah, I honestly wasn't that good. So it was very interesting because it was kind of like figuring out my own limits and skill and whatnot. We had Yoshi in Among Us. It's clearly red. I made a speed drawing head pat emote. Ba 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 ba. This emote is on my Discord server. And finally, right at the end, we had, this is adorable, a sleepy emote of Gavis Battle and his little phantom buddy as well. Yeah, that was indeed a stream. Yeah. So yeah, that randomizer idea is it's fun, but don't do really short time limits. Art streams can be very cozy, yes. Solid merch, thank you. You can get it at shop.katarina.co.uk. Hang on, let's go back here. Oh, I see. Hang on. Let's not advertise my merch and also have Pippa on screen at the same time. I think that's a little inappropriate. Close those tabs so I know what I'm doing. Did I say .com? I didn't mean to say .com. .co.uk. Shop.katarina.co.uk. What a well-designed shop and merch, thank you. Lala Gun, that was indeed a fun stream. You need to catch the VOD? Well, the VOD is right here on my channel. Oh, hang on. Remove that version. Pasty the version without the timestamp. There you go. Hey, don't listen. Don't say that my merch is approved by anyone, because that is not the case. Honestly, she probably doesn't even know that I have merch. I know you're probably saying that jokingly, but like, you never know how someone is going to take that on the internet, and because of that, it's kind of like not the best thing to say, especially when it comes to them being like a corpo VTuber. Like, I'm sure probably nothing would happen, but best in general. Yeah, not sponsored. Katarina, shop.katarina.co.uk is not sponsored by Pebblesworth. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. That's for Vivi to say. Okay, well, Vivi is now saying it. There you go. I feel like I made this joke last time already, but this is the... Yeah, with all the characters, like, funny leaked Smash Bros. Roster. The head pat is really good. I like how the head pat came out. I mean, it's not perfect for an emote, I don't think, but it is pretty cute. Okay, see what your eyes all about. It's just nice to see and everyone else talk to each other. Thank you. I'm glad that this can be kind of a comfy space. It's also weird me talking for so long, just doing talking, because I'm very much not used to talking at length without something like a game going on. My previous ZATSUs were wrapped up a lot sooner, but I guess like there was a lot of the talking about all of the freaking this. Yeah. But yes, I'm glad. It's I'm hoping to make this a comfy space. But yeah, I think I will wrap up soon because, as I said, I'm not used to talking this long. My throat keeps getting real freaking dry. And there is some art I want to draw. Off stream. This illustration is like, it is an actual detailed illustration, but it's also kind of a funny one. It's inspired by a certain recent fiasco. That sounds more intense than I intended it to be. I don't think anyone in here is really gonna know what I'm talking about, but I'll make it clear when it comes out. It's not like, it's not drama. It's not drama. It's just kind of like a funny thing. It's not drama. It's not actually drama. It's cool. Don't worry. Everything is fine. It's a funny illustration. Is indeed comfy. Been doing chores, but typing in chat and it made it better. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Lovely chilling with you. We like to chat about some of that. The opportunity to make yourself known. If the opportunity makes its own known, yeah. Be careful because like there's such a there's a thin line between like talking about art and then like advertising, which you're cool, don't worry at the moment. I'd say maybe if anything, turn it down a little. Maybe I'm sure you're not trying to do anything crazy, but it's like in streams it's difficult to like it's fine right now because like there's only a few of us in here and it's comfy. But it's like, I want to kind of like make sure we don't end up with a situation where people are just like freely thinking it's okay to advertise their stuff in chat, if that makes sense. Which I don't think that you are doing now. It's just like I'm saying, I want to be careful of that kind of thing. But yeah. But also at the same time, it's not impossible. That was very abrupt by Arena. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Am I still here? I'm still here, right? Am I gone? Just got excited. Totally cool, don't worry. I'm fine, okay. Still haunted by when you made Lala mad talking about... It's okay, Vivi, you're cool. Like, we know that, like, you weren't trying to start anything bad. It's like... It's kind of similar to what we were just saying. Like, we want to, like, make sure rules are known and that they're not stretched. That's all that we want to do. And, like, please understand well, like, there is nothing there, and there is nothing bad between me and Lala because of that. and I'm sure there will never be anything bad between me and Lala because we adore each other. It's cool, don't worry. Like, we've largely already forgotten it, I think. Just a wee slap on the wrist. Exactly, yeah. But it's like, I think I, in general, from the start, have been very careful about rules and making sure that people adhere to them, because I've seen situations where if you don't enforce rules from the get-go and like make your boundaries known, it's like later then that you see backlash or people making mistakes and stuff, and that's sort of what happened here as well, which is also why I say don't worry, V, because like at first Lala was like, yeah, it's cool, you can talk about Catarina, but then it kind of became like a little much, which is 100% understandable. And like I had gone to her long prior to that and said like, hey Lala, is it okay if people are talking about stuff? And like she was initially perfectly fine, but yeah, we kind of just decided that we kind of needed to draw a line, and that's all there is to that. Don't worry, you're fine, Vivi. And yeah, it's all good. Don't worry. You know the boundaries now, and that's about it. On a related subject, real quick, I just want to mention, because I do have a Discord server, but it's like you can't talk in it. What are my plans for that, you may wonder. I, in general, kind of am not that into the idea of having a big Discord server. It's a prison. It's not a prison. It's just a big glass window that you can look into but can't interact with. You're on the outside of it, not the inside. The only people trapped inside my Discord server are me and my moderators. Or a couple of them anyways. And they don't even post in there. It's Rena's fish tank! Little scuffles just happen. Not even a scuffle, honestly. Like, there was no scuffle. And like, when Lala came to me to talk about that specific incident with V, she was like, Lala, no, she was like, Catarina, can we talk? Well, she was saying Katarina, like she always does. She has exclusive rights to spell my name that way. And I immediately said, is it because of the thing? Is it the thing? It was like fully prepared. It's like that, like not even a scuffle. It's like, yeah, that's cool. We can draw a line. Like I also kind of, I absolutely got it when it happened. It was like there was no bad blood. That was just like us figuring out, okay, this is where we need to draw the line, and we were both absolutely in agreement with it. It's cool. Absolutely get it's possibly because I don't have my own server. At the moment, at least, I am not really into the idea of having my own server. I like chatting with y'all just on stream and like having the comfy chatting experience when I choose to, if that makes sense. Whereas when you have a Discord server, it's like that is open 24 hours a day and anyone can jump in there and there could be problems, right? Like it's easy to start, but it's potentially difficult to manage. Not every streamer needs a Discord server. Yeah, exactly. My Discord server exists largely just to let you have emotes and notifications. Because as we know, notifications don't always work as we want them to. that's the word I'm looking for. It's like a lot of responsibility. And I am not prepared for that. Thank you. Thank you for saying it's valid. I think it's valid too. And like, it's not just a me situation, right? Like, that goes for a lot of people. It also goes for a lot of like big corpo VTubers. Like, Hololive is a great example. They do not have official Discords, which they are in or managing or whatever. They just have, well, to say they have is not even the right way of putting it. There are fan Discords which fans manage, and I think as long as the people managing those are being cool, it's kind of a better way to go about it. I think is like, I'm not expecting that would like happen, because right now I am a small VTuber. Let's be real, I'm a small VTuber. I have a growing but small following. Concurrent viewers, like the amount of people in chat is generally quite small. And like that's fine and normal for like my following. So like, I'm not expecting to see that kind of community right now. And I'm just like, I'm fine with this being our hangout time when I am streaming, you know? And that's like, it's like me and some of my friends, we have a dedicated time to have a Discord call each week. You're telling me Catarina Nora Stella isn't a household name? Not yet. What? It'd be wild if it was. Oh yeah. I personally find being on the 24/7 kind of overwhelming. Yeah. Like I don't interact with Discord servers that much. Honestly, I choose specific times to go interact for a bit, and then that's kind of about it. And like Lala's server as well, she interacts a lot, and like that's cool. She does it her way. But I don't interact on there too much. I am often like there and watching and lurking, and checking that like nothing's wrong. But I don't interact too much, just because like it's the ways the way I interact with communities is different for different communities, and yeah, I don't know how to fully describe it. Being small is fun, honestly. There's a charm that you have that kind of goes away when you get way up there. Still super fun when you get, I'm sure, like the words. Yeah. Because it like, times like right now, because there's just a few of us, it's more kind of personal and we can chat together, right? But when you're like a Hololive talent or something of that magnitude, and you've got that big of a regular viewership, it is less manageable, and it's also like much more difficult to read chat and stuff like that, and therefore difficult to interact unless you just spot a specific message or someone sends a super chat or a donation message, stuff like that. Unless it's memberships, which depending on the person, those can be like more manageable. Yeah. Fresh debut, I feel your channel is doing pretty well. New people always show up in chat. Yeah, it's always very nice to see new people popping up, and also people sticking around. Like, we've had a bunch of people today who like are newer, but who have been sticking around in either this stream or in recent streams, and it's like really cool. I'm so thankful for those of you who have been popping up and sticking around, and also like. It feels like there's this might just be coincidence, but it feels like there's a lot less kind of transphobia or people being inconsiderate than I had expected and than I was initially experiencing. I don't know if it's like something. I mean, one of the things that happened is Sonic Adventure 2 ended. I don't think there's necessarily. I'm not pinging that on Sonic fandom or anything like that, but like obviously as a popular game, I guess maybe it might just be hitting like certain audiences. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people who've been coming in have been very like cool, considerate, not batting an eye at me being trans or having trans heart on my face, which I am very thankful for. Yeah, you're all awesome. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised as well by the growth and happy with it. Yeah. Seeing names appear and stick around afterwards. Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you. And like Space Ranger, you as well. Thank you so much for your fan art. That's like so cool. I didn't know how to ask you about this. Are you cool with me using that for thumbnails or schedule or stuff like that? Honestly, I'm not gonna like pin it on merch or anything like that. But if you're cool with it being on thumbnails or stuff like that, then that might happen. And of course, I will totally fine to use it. Thank you so much. Because yeah, that's a really nice artwork you did. Thank you. Can I open Twitter now? Is my timer over? Yeah, my baby timer's over. Let's see if I can find that and I will share that in chat again because that was really cool. There it is. Yeah, thank you once again, Space Ranger, for oh, I shared like my quote tweet, but you can find it through there. That's really sweet, thank you. So yes, I might oh, the one thing is of course Twitter broke transparency. I can probably like budge my way around it because obviously I know how to work an image manipulation tool. But if you're cool with posting like a Dropbox or Google Drive link to a transparent file, that would be super helpful. Because yeah, Twitter just destroys transparency. No worries. No worries. And like, it's. I don't want to be unreasonable. It's like, only in your own time. Don't worry too much about it. And yeah, I'll make sure to credit you if and when I use that as well, of course. Oh, the algorithm is a mystery indeed, yes. Trans hate does happen, but it's actually redefined on streams, unless you got backlook? What do you mean by backlook? Trans rights are human rights, yes, thank you. Yeah, we've had like, not people saying slurs or anything, but people saying just like kind of disrespectful stuff. But yeah, they kind of left it on their own, and then I just said, hide user in this channel, and we never saw them again. But because we can really talk to chat and it's mostly friends, so it's the level of comfort, yeah. I mean, like, a lot of the time, largely in my stream chat is like people I don't know. It's sometimes people from other fandoms, which is cool because like there'll be people who have seen Lala's streams before and Lala's like promoted me, or people who have seen Pippa's streams or Globy streams before, and of course, well, I post my my stream links in the self-promo chat, of course. But yeah. Dude. Oh, you can tweet it at me, or you can like reply to the fan art itself and I can find it that way. Space Ranger, I mean. But yeah, like anything like that. If I think in general, posting fan arts, just yeah, stick links to transparent versions in the replies is just like the best way to do that. That's like how I did it with the birthday pipper I posted yesterday. He just popped up on the feed randomly. I wonder if it's because Google knows I'm trans and just like, give her this. I don't know, honestly, because like I don't have any trans or queer specific hashtags. So if the algorithm is figuring things like that out, it's either like really zooming in on my thumbnail and figuring out, oh look, this girl's got a trans heart on her face, which I don't think it's doing, or it's just like happenstance because people who are in related circles are finding me and then watching me, and because they stick around, it's like organically becoming part of that web, if that makes sense. Kind of technologically impaired. No worries. I'll like however you do it, I'll find it. Don't worry. I can scan down your tweets if not. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. How many times have I said I'm wrapping up? Eating my own words. Yes. Thank you all for coming along. It's been lovely to talk to you again. And yeah, this week is going to be a little quieter streams-wise because it's just this and Mario and Luigi, just because like I'm kind of slowly getting back into things, if that makes sense. And like I need to figure out like what this is also just a busy week for me outside of actually next week's busy as well, isn't it? Bloody hell. Just outside of streaming, nothing bad, just appointments and stuff. Again, nothing bad. Just a bunch of stuff happened at once. Nothing bad. That I need to attend. So yeah, I'll be a little busier than usual, but in a couple of weeks, hopefully return to at least somewhat regular streaming, get them commission things started up. And just get back into drawing. I'm so hyped to get drawing again. Google Algo works in mysterious ways, but it can figure out stuff scarily well. I don't know. I think it's kind of just happenstance. Like, you gotta remember, like I can see it in my OBS right now. This stream has had over 260 views. But obviously, most people are not sticking around. So it's like, a lot of people aren't interested. So it's probably figuring out who likes to stick around and then showing it to more people like that. That's the kind of thing it's probably doing. Just found you in feed randomly, like YT homepage. Yeah, I like saw that in the analytics quite a bit as well. Like, I've been surprised with YouTube doing good with organic growth for me, if those words made sense. Really surprising, and like I'm really thankful for it because like originally I thought it was just going to be, oh, it'll be people who found me through Lala or something like that. But no, I've actually gone like a lot of people finding me just randomly, and like that's really cool, and I'm really happy you decided to stick around. Also got a lot of smaller channels in my recommendations. I do sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. Something that happens quite frequently, I think, is that if I get a gift membership or something like that, YouTube will just show me all of the member streams of that person. And that's just like what my homepage gets filled with. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, YouTube, that's nice, happens to me too. I mean, that's like, it's kind of fine. But also like YouTube doesn't necessarily know how to show me things I enjoy. It figures out like subjects I enjoy, but like not videos I enjoy, not style of videos I enjoy. If that makes sense. I'm being careful with my words because I don't want to rip on people, because like it's not I'm saying certain styles are bad or anything. It's just like I'm not looking for engineering shorts constantly. Just like I thought this one thing looked cool. I don't need to see everything. Thank you, YouTube. And I also don't need like hours-long videos discussing like how good or bad Sonic X Shadow Generations is, which I haven't played. Don't spoil it, please. I'll play that at some point, but I'm thinking I'll probably play that at a later point, because the silly thing happened where they're releasing the Shadow X movie Shadow content in like December or something like that. So it's like I might just wait until that part is out, so like the game is fully out, if that makes sense. We can have Keanu Reeves as Shadow content as well. That's quite funny. Like the algorithm, but it makes me not want to click on some videos just because I know it will ruin my recommendations. Yeah. Keeny weeny. It was gonna be someone, wasn't it? Yeah, Keanu. Oh, does she know? Does Pippa know that Keanu Reeves is Shadow the Hedgehog in the movie? I feel like we haven't brought that up. Sorry, getting distracted. But like, I feel like that didn't happen. There was like all the references to frickin' John Wick, Johnny Silverhand, or whatever he's called, cyberpunk guy, Neo. I don't think people mentioned that he's Shadow the Hedgehog. That's still so funny to me. Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow the Hedgehog. That's wild. He seemed to be doing good in the trailer from what I saw though. Still so dumb funny, especially after playing and loving Cyberpunk 2077. I didn't play that. I just saw like all the crazy things that happened with that game. I don't think I will ever play that game. Gosh. To be honest, I didn't even know until you brought it up just now. Not Sonic or Keanu Reeves fan. Perfectly fine and reasonable, yeah. But yeah, Keanu Reeves is Shadow the Hedgehog in the upcoming Sonic 3 movie. That's... that is so funny. Yeah, I can't remember... I'll never be able to find it, but there was like a really funny tweet I saw. It was like a video. Maybe it was originally a TikTok or something, but it was like a video edit of like Shadow and John Wick action figures, like Shadow like unboxing the Shadow action figure, breaking the John Wick action figure out from his plastic cage, and like then loading up with weapons and going on a killing spree or something. It was absolutely hilarious. I think deleting it from history works to purge it from the algo. That does work a little bit, yeah. If you watch a video and you don't like it, just delete it from your YouTube history. Like if you go into history, you can remove it, and that does help at least a little bit. Edgy Keanu is all I wanted. It's... I look forward to it, honestly. I don't know how that whole thing is gonna go. The whole, like, the movie adaptation of Shadow's story, because, like, we've seen little bits and then not all of it, and it's like, wait, Gerald's alive? What the fuck? Well, like, at least the trailer implies he's alive. At least for movie canon. But also, is he actually alive? Is it a hologram? Is it an illusion? Is it a frickin' hallucination? I don't know. It could be a fake out. I don't know. Yeah. I do try that, but I don't think the option exists on TV app. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, TV app is difficult. doesn't have everything. You might be able to like press and hold the button and then a menu comes up kind of thing, but not sure. I don't always use the TV app. Yeah. And also like it's different between like smart TV versions and then the Switch version and da da da. YouTube TV app my enemy. Sometimes it's weird. I was gonna say, like, the clock is being weird, but it's probably just I need to adjust the clock on my TV to be non-daylight savings time for it to say the normal times again, because it always shows me, like, the wrong time of when a stream is gonna start in winter. Wonder what they'll do with Gerald, especially considering Eggman's development in Adventure 2. Yeah, development in quotes is certainly correct. Do you think he'll come to make an announcement? And also, like, it looks like the plot of Sonic 3 movie is a bit different from Sonic 2 is the thing. Like, it's the premise they have showed in the trailer is more like Shadow is the enemy, possibly, and like Team Sonic and Eggman are teaming up, which is quite something. But I don't know, it isn't out yet. Go to the Take care, Coco. I'll be wrapping up very soon. I think I'm gonna wrap up now before we get into any more distractions. Hey, my Yap game is slowly evolving. I'll get there with time. Thank you all for coming along and sticking around, especially those of you who are newer to my streams. I say newer, it's been like a few weeks, or maybe closer to a month at some point. What's coming out? No, I'm not doing 9-hour-long streams because I frickin'... Listen, why am I streaming at 2 p.m. GMT now? Not just because it's outside of my fave's streaming time, but because, like, it's good for my own health. I am not going to be a VTuber who sacrifices her own health for the sake of VTubing. I am not a crazy person. Not calling all VTubers crazy persons, but like, please, VTubers, take care of your health, please. Not talking about anyone in particular. Please talk about, please, VTubers, please look after your health, please. That's a good thing. Yeah, but no. Listen, I'm not likely to do ultra long streams like that, not just because staying outside of people's stream times, but honestly, like, I like when my streams are comfy and not too crazy, if that makes sense. Tell that to Lala. Lala's, it's less about streaming, it's more about just her not paying attention to time, possibly? I don't know what it is with Lala. Yeah. But yes, Lala also needs to look after her sleep schedule. Retired bonus could never handle doing 9-hour-long streams. I'm not gonna do 9-hour-long streams. Let you know. Oh, did you post the thing? Hey, there we go. Let's have a look. No. So what you need to do is, because right now that's a private link, go to use Space Ranger, go to that link in Google Drive, and then if you link to the image, just go to like the top right, click the share thing, click share again. Don't worry, like, everyone makes this mistake. Google Drive is confusing. There will be a thing where it says private, change it to anyone with the link, and that's all there is to it. It's very easy, you just need to know how. And largely, nobody knows how, because it is not intuitive. So yeah, just change it to everyone with a link, and then once you have, I will be able to access it through the link that you have already posted. Yeah, don't worry. Did it? Let's have a look. Hey, there we go. Thank you so much. I'll grab that real quick. That's so cool. I love that so much. Thank you, Space Ranger. That's... Where did that go? Where is it? There you go. We're showing not my art. We're showing Space Ranger's glorious art right now. Space Ranger, you're awesome. Thank you so much for this. This is amazing. I love that so much. Yippee! But yes, actually finish 6:38. I like go to karaoke. That's insane and probably really bad for that person's voice. It's really cute. Yeah, I will keep saying it. Thank you so much, Space Ranger. Right. Let's wrap up. Soon, Mario and Luigi. Next week, I'm not sure yet. You will see a schedule at some point. It will probably be another quiet week next week because I have stuff to do. But yes, I will slowly get back into streaming. You may see art streams. You will see more Mario and Luigi. I will finish Homebody. That also I will be doing. Things. But yes, let me shut up, and I will see you all on Friday. Thank you all so much for coming. It's good to see you all again. And yes, indeed, bye Arena. Bye-bye. Bye Arena. Buy my merch.